Al Capone wasn't no real gangster. He was the wankster for Shaitan. The prophets were gangsters. The Prophet Muhammad was the biggest gangster. It still is, still running things. In the earth and on the heavens, once we connect to his heart, we begin to run things too. Takbir! 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 He's so gangster, he passed away physically 1,500 years ago, but he can still send that gangster to anyone who want to be gangster. Gangster for their Lord, not for their ego or for Shaitan. Those ain't the real gangsters, and you're going to see that in the next episode. This movie ain't over yet. This is halftime. Intermission. Wait till they regroup. Allah Almighty is going to send another people who will not be like those people who were seduced by Shaitan and lost their base. That's finished now. That's over. Stick around for the show. Woman Allah Tawfiq al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin wa salatu wa salamu ala khairil mursalin Muhammad nabiyyi wa ahlihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Allah Almighty says that I created the heavens and the earth. Allah says I created them, but they can't contain me. I got to have somebody running it for me. We got to have somebody running it. And Allah Almighty brought us in this life to say to each one of us, do you want to run it? 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 Or you want to run from it? You going to run to it or away from it? You're going to be able to sit down on something, stand up on something, or you're going to be floating like some fella not knowing nothing. Being seduced in tricks and traps of Satan. To be used and abused and accused and diffused by Shaitan. That's not how we roll it. 2010 we in. That's it. That's it, that's all. Either you in or you're out. Either you're going to be a servant of Allah Almighty or you're going to be a concubine or something else for Shaitan. It's up to us. We have to say if it's to be, it's up to me. Everyone has to take personal responsibility because Allah Almighty has personally put that power in every baby that comes out the womb of their mommies. Everybody got equal access to the power. There are no excuses. So don't use them. They're not accepted. Unacceptable. There's no excuses. There's no, what excuse can you give? What excuse do we have that we don't establish the kingdom of heaven on earth? That we don't bring our people back to Allah Almighty? What excuse do we have? What excuses do we have? We got all the power. You just got to seek refuge in the power to get the power. You got to submit to the power to get the power, and that's Allah Almighty. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم